the ones that are in charge of this, that know what's going on, because somebody fucking knows what's going on. Somebody at the top knows what's in this, knows what the plan is, even if it's 2 or 3 people. Somebody knows what's going on. But I know it's a lot more than 2 or 3 people, probably. I don't know how organized it is. I don't know if it's like some Illuminati pyramid where, it's all structured and there's people at the top control the people at the bottom, or if it's just a bunch of factions that are fighting for profits and, control and power. I don't know. Either way, these people that are doing this or have any hands in this at all and have any knowledge at all about what's going on, and if you have the slightest inkling, you're going to have a bigger picture of what's going on as well, especially if you're involved in this. They're psychopaths, plain and simple, and we follow them, and we've been following them blindly for a long time, and people don't see it. People don't see that we are just ruled, our leaders are psychopaths, and the denial and the cognitive dissonance from people that comes out whenever you try and tell them that a politician or their leader or somebody on TV or somebody head of a corporation is a psychopath and they may eat a baby, and they just look at you like you're crazy. It's true. They are. We are ruled by psychopaths.
Oh, absolutely. And you can even see this. There's I can't think of exactly who, but you can find articles that are like almost bragging. They're like, oh, this like prominent leader and CEO and this other like leader and this politician, like they passed the psychopath test. And like, why are you publishing this? Like, don't you want to hide that? Like, that's weird that you don't care that you're a psychopath. Wow. But I think, like you said, like we're so conditioned to accept this behavior and these types of people and to even celebrate them and follow them, that we don't even really notice anymore. And I don't know if many people, when people hear psychopath or even sociopath, they think of like those serial killers we were given to like focus on, right? Like, here's what a psychopath is.
Yeah, I think there's another show about a psyop right there with serial killers, but yeah, we'll touch on that later. Yeah.
Yeah, because who's the bigger serial killer? Like someone like Fauci or someone like that? But we don't talk about that, right? So that we've been given that image and like saw in like these movies, and we're like, that's a psychopath. Well, a psychopath is actually by definition someone who cannot feel empathy or sympathy, period. They do not have the ability to do it, which sometimes leads them to go seeking, adrenaline and whatever, or power and control, because it's as close as they can get to feeling, some people think, or whatever. But they cannot feel it. It's really easy for them then to do anything at all that harms life. They don't have the connection to life that we have. They don't have the reverence for it. They don't have love for it. They have no emotion. And people can't even really understand that. It's really important to sit with it for a while and really like feel it. Like, what would it be like if you felt nothing? What would prevent you from harming other people if you felt nothing at all and you had no attachment to this and you had no sympathy or empathy? Nothing. What would? Nothing. The thing that keeps us human and keeps us from harming each other and keeps us in communities and keeps us in empathy and sympathy is our emotion and our connection to life and our reverence for life at the base core of things, right? And sociopaths a little bit better, maybe you would say, but still almost as bad. Like, they technically can, but it's very rare.
Yeah.
They tend not to feel those things. And then we ignore completely the entire spectrum of people who are called personality disorders, right? People with personality disorder are on this spectrum too. And especially because when was it that you started noticing, Chris, that we had this like push to notice mental health awareness, and like everyone should think about mental health?
It's been the past few years.
Right?
Yeah.
So now we have this huge push to normalize mental health disorders, including borderline personality disorders. And I think that's intentional. I don't think it's because they care about the, people that have depression or anxiety or these sort of things that most people struggle with from time to time, and some people more severely. So that's not the main reason, right? I really think it's more to get us even more conditioned to allow the type of behavior that borderline people, sociopaths and psychopaths consistently exhibit. And this is literally destroying our entire country.